Yeah.
So then going to OVW, you went to OVW from there. I remember speaking of those tryouts where you make the tryout or whatever. I remember I was in OVW because I was teaching at the same time too. So I would
Right.
basically come down in the summer times and things like that. But I remember they had a couple tryouts, and I remember a bunch of guys, you included, came through one of those tryouts, right, for OVW?
Yeah, it was actually the first one they did, the first big one that they did, and, I remember I think there was, like, a ton of submissions, and I'd sent my submission in, and, it was, like, I don't know, like, a week or 2 before, the camp, and I never heard anything, and I said, "Hey," I called up, and I actually ended up talking to, I think it was Julie I ended up talking to, and I said, "Hey, I just wanna see if you guys got my submission." She's like, "Let me check on that." She goes, "We never received it." I said, "Oh my god, I sent it, right away." And she's like, "Well, I'll tell you what, send it over to me, and I'll make sure we put it in to see." And luckily, I was one of the people that what ended up being chosen. And from there, it was I think my client, it was like a week long thing, and Dr. Tom was there, and you guys were all there, and I think who was shoot uh Rocky Johnson was there.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I remember walking in. I remember what a character, man. I remember walking in, and it was so funny because I mean, I remember I felt like I was doing okay, hanging with everybody, and with the drills and stuff. I felt like I was holding my own, and I remember Rocky Johnson called me back to the back office area, and he's like, "Hey, I want to talk to you, man. I really like what you're doing out there. I think you really got something special, kid. I really do. Um, just a question. You know where I can get any Anavar?"
Yeah. Oh, that was Rocky. I love it. God damn. Hell yeah.
And I'm still like, I'm still green as goose shit in general. And also I'm just trying to make it up to OVW to try to work on getting a WWE contract, hopefully. And I'm thinking to myself, is this some kind of fucking test right now?
Yeah.
Am I being like what do I say? Do I say, yeah, I can get some for you, or do I say I don't take anything? Because that was bullshit, obviously. And I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "I can look into it for you." I didn't know what to say, but yeah, he's like, "Yeah," "You take a look in that, man. I think you got good things ahead for you. I think you
And
got."
then you know where to get it. That's awesome. It's like the Sean O'Hare story I just told last week. Sean O'Hare, the first time I was in the back in the locker room, he comes up and he goes, "Hey, you want to see a picture of me fucking my girlfriend?" I was like, how do I answer this question?
Yeah. Yeah, he probably did want to show you.
Well, I didn't want to say yes, and then
right.
that'd
Why
be the
you
wrong
won't look at
answer.
that? Like, yeah, exactly. It's one of those, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, which is in the business, you could find yourself in a lot of that, you're fucked either way, no matter how you answer it, because they're looking to rib you one way or another.
That's awesome.
But